Hi everyone, welcome back to this episode of SimCity 2013. To continue off last time where we unlocked the great work and start providing worker to our city. Here we are still trying to finish researching the control net facility for the academy research. And as for the university, all the ones that we want has already been done. Now it's just all these useless research that I have no plan of ever using. The one that's useful is surgical center, detective wing, space great work, and that will be all. So right now, in this episode, we will try to unlock the rest of the stuff that's needed for the city, which is drilling, mining, and casino. I actually tried it to do a little bit of casino before this video, and I failed, so I'm gonna redo it here. So drilling, there's a bit of oil down here. We have to put the oil down there. But for mining, there's ore in the low wealth region and mid wealth region there, and the second half is down there. So for mining, I need to restructure the city, but for drilling, I could just place it down here and start digging up the oil. I'm still having to do some research on the control net facility, so I'll just start by finishing up the control net facility first and do a little bit drilling before I get into mining. Now I do have $77 million in the bank right now. I could leverage that to unlock the drilling HQ and mining HQ faster. There's no point for me to actually doing it to make money. If you want to make money, you actually have to check the global market for the multiplayer. Otherwise, you could be losing money while doing this. I will make a video in the future to explain how to make money for drilling and mining. For the moment, this city is to unlock, and we're gonna leverage whatever we could to unlock this as fast as we can. Obviously, to do drilling, you need to make sure your city has oil. In this case, I have a big batch of oil here. The darker the color, the more oil there is. And you want to place your drilling oil rig right on top of the oil. Other than the oil rig, we also need to have a trade port to or trade depot to export the oil, like selling it, all the oil that we basically dug up. Since we already fully unlocked the trade HQ, we're gonna put down the petrol division so that now our trade port is able to handle any petrol product such as crude oil, plastic, and fuel. Like I said before, I'm not trying to make money with this expenditure. I'm just trying to unlock the drilling HQ. So right now, I'm gonna check the prices between plastic and fuel, see which is more expensive at the moment. Which is seems like fuel is like $64,000. So I'm gonna sell fuel to fully unlock the drilling HQ. Now, how the drilling HQ work is, in order to unlock the drilling HQ, you need to drill enough oil in a day. In order to level up the drilling HQ, you need to make enough profit in a day to petroleum export. Now the game actually reset the trading number every day. So all we need to do is import all the fuel in day 1 and sell all the fuel in day 2. So we don't really need to produce, let's say, $10 million worth of fuel for my city. I can just import it and then export it. And that's how we're gonna fully unlock the drilling HQ. And we're gonna do the same thing for mining HQ as well. This is not a specialization city. This city is just to unlock stuff. So that's what we're gonna do in this city. As for the drilling right now, we're gonna place the oil rig right on top of this black area. Since the amount of oil in this city is not that much, we need to be really efficient at digging up all the oil. Otherwise, the oil would disappear. So we're gonna do it all at once. We have to dig enough so that we can unlock our drilling HQ. And once the drilling HQ is unlocked, we could just import and export oil to level it up. So right now I'm gonna put all the oil break into the black area as much as possible. And the closer you are to the black, the more you are able to dig up per day. And that's what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I can put a second one down. each oil well only allow me to put down 10 oil rigs. So it might be a little tight in terms of digging up enough oil to unlock the drilling HQ, petroleum HQ. Hopefully it works out. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little bit more annoying. Seems a little unfortunate. We are short by 1,600 barrels per day, so we might need to adjust the oil well a little bit to be more efficient. We could definitely get there with just one oil well, one set of oil well with 10 oil rigs. This city is not that rich in oil, so able to unlock the trade HQ is a difficult task from the beginning. Because if you just start digging and just adding on oil wells, what end up happening is the oil will dry up so that you pump less and less, and you would never do able to pump enough to unlock the drilling HQ. So here I'm gonna remove all the pumps that is on the edge of the black area. I'm gonna put it all right in the black center so that it will pump more efficiently, pump more oil per day. Seems like changing the pump location is all I needed. I'm definitely gonna unlock the drilling petroleum HQ by the end of today. We drilled enough. Now we have time to place down the petroleum HQ. Now, at the meantime, I was actually importing a lot of petroleums, a lot of fuels. The fuel we're gonna start selling at midnight, and the next day we will be making enough money from exporting all the fuel that we import to fully unlock the petroleum HQ and be done with the petroleum. Here's the midnight. I'm gonna set all the trade ports petroleum fuel, in this case, fuel into export. Well, here is level 1 of Trading HQ. Oh, we're still a little bit short. It's only 3 p.m. I mean 3 a.m. We definitely able to sell enough oil today. We still have a lot of fuel in the trade port. There we go. We finished upgrading the Petroleum HQ. Look at this majestic Petroleum HQ building. Doesn't it look nice? Oh, that's basically it. We fully unlocked the Petroleum HQ. The hardest part was actually drilling enough oil so that we can unlock the HQ. And then the leveling up part, we're just selling. Now to the next step, which is mining. We have to tear up the entire city. So yeah, let's get to work. And boom! Once a busy city, now there's absolutely nothing here. So I'm gonna just start placing down the mines based on where the ore is. And I'm gonna just draw a road directly towards it. I don't really have a grand plan because this is just a quick city to mine the stuff, and that's basically it. I'm not trying to do anything fancy, just directly put the road next to the mine, so next to the ores in the ground, so I can just put down the mine right there. One thing we keep in mind is where the mine actually mine, which is the little metal thing on the top, metal wheels on the metal wheel part. So the attachment for each mine is only 4. You have to be a little bit more conservative, or keep that in mind when you place it, which is why I always suggest when people do going into specialization, you have a lot more money than you need it, right? As I discussed before. Otherwise, you go bankrupt trying to figure out where's a good place to put. So yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of deleting, placing, trying to figure out the most efficient part to place all these mines, because I need to mine enough per day to fully unlock the mining HQ. I can upgrade the mining HQ by having trade port exporting more expensive materials like metal or alloy, but to unlock the metal HQ, I need to mine enough. So right now, that's basically what I'm doing. Try to find a place where I can be mining the most amount of ore and coal per hour per week. So I finished figure out where to put our mining location for the coal and also for the ore. And also place down all the trade port I needed for importing the alloys and exporting all the material I dug up to the ground. Now it's time for worker. I'm just gonna put down a mega tile right here. So for most of specialization, you just need low wealth workers, which is exactly what I'm doing here. Just put down one mega tower and call it a day. And since I have archaeology site, I shouldn't have a problem with worker. If I am short, the archaeology site will provide me with some worker transiting into the city. I added a couple more of mines, and now I'm able to unlock the metal HQ because I dug up enough ore and enough coal. So I also added some more trade port because alloy is actually really cheap right now. So I need to import a lot more alloy and also metals if needed. So I'm gonna delete all my mines. I don't need them anymore because I already unlocked it what I needed, which is the metal HQ. Now it's just importing all the metal I need and then exporting the next day. Here comes midnight. Time to transform all the trade port into exporting the metal that we imported from the day before. So it's 3 a.m. We unlock it at level 1, and we still need a little bit more. We are definitely going to get this by 6 a.m. hopefully. Just wait it out. Here's one shipment. We are 4K away. Seriously? Come on. Give me one truck. Okay, there we go. Fully unlocked it, the Metal HQ. Congratulations to everyone, mostly me. Now we're done with the Metal HQ part. Time to sell everything and transition my city into gambling. One of the most important thing for tourism city and gambling city is the public transportations. You want to build your city around the public transportation. Boats here with the cruise ship add-on are the only mass transit that allow you to bring high wealth tourists into the city. If you ever decide to build a tourism city, I do suggest you build it in a city with water access for boats. Otherwise, you'll be stuck doing medium and low wealth tourism. Now, each city has a maximum capacity of traffic. Low wealth and medium wealth are not going to make as much money as high wealth. And who doesn't like to have a high wealth tourism city with these amazing high end buildings? Am I right? That being said, to start our casino unlocks, we still have to deal with low wealth and medium wealth. Now, the most efficient way I found to attract tourists is to build a stadium and build a bunch of casino before the tourists can reach the stadium. It's like the previous video where my oil power plant is not getting any oil delivery because it keep getting sucked up by all the Omega coal demand. Here, the stadium's tourists will get sucked up by all the casinos. So there are three things I want to build here: a stadium for a medium wealth casino and a regional bus station. Now, regional bus station are probably the best way to get medium and low wealth tourists into your city. You want to build a bus station right next to your casino and stadium. Make sure you do not put any bus stop in your city. Otherwise, the buses will start looping around the street and try to fill itself instead of spending more time transporting tourists in and out of the city. So for the gambling house, you only need three to four gambling house, depending on how you structure it. Let's say four gambling house to unlock gambling HQ. As long as you make enough profit. Since we have a casino stadium right next to us, I don't think there will be a problem in attracting enough tourists to fill the gambling house. So here I'm gonna put down the one medium wealth attraction lodges and then three blackjack table for medium wealth gamblers. So one thing I like to do with the casino's attachment is put them onto off-road so it be more compact and take up less space. Because the main department of the casino is the only thing that takes in traffic. All the add-ons doesn't really take in traffic. You can even draw an off row, like have a row not connected to anything, and put the attachment there, and it will work just fine. You don't need the attachment to be connected to actual traffic, so you could use that to your advantage to fill as much spaces as possible. Now, as you can see, I actually tried to unlock the gambling HQ before, so the number may not be correct. If I remember correctly, it should be 15k to unlock the gambling HQ, but the gambling HQ itself is kind of useless. You need at least 2 upgrade to actually chance of the gambling HQ before it transforms into high wealth. Now, another important part, probably the most important thing about gambling in Tourism City, is lodges, right? This is why you must build a little bit of commercial next to all the casinos and all the stadiums here. And you pray to God that they will turn into hotels and motels so that the tourists will stay. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm praying that these will turn into lodges so that the tourists can stay in the city and spend more money. And that's the only way to get the casino city to work. If you all you have is attracting tourists without any lodges, eventually you will definitely find yourself in a position where you cannot fill up the casinos at all, right? So you definitely need to build these hotels. Of course, the casino also offer a lodges that you can add on. However, those are really low capacity. You will actually want to build a commercial that creates these motels and hotels for you, not the casino to build lodges. One is you're wasting space. Like casinos are pretty expensive. You're just making it more expensive to run. And two is they're less compact. So here we can see that if you turn on the tourism map, you can see that, you know, when it's blue, that means they are lodges and motels. So they are taking in some tours and the tours are staying there. Because we are right next to the hot zone for tourism, these will generally automatically turn into hotels. So you don't really have to pray that hard. I think the game is definitely programmed where tours will turn the commercials into hotels and motels. You can see we're doing really successfully. We're already making 38k profit a day. That's because the expo is attracting a lot of tourists and it's actually being sucked up by all the casinos, which is why the stadium is not filling up, but the casino is making a buckload of money. Now we can definitely able to unlock the gambling HQ. I don't really need to put it down because there's not much of point putting it down. We're still gonna be attracting medium wealth, and gambling house are pretty sufficient at doing that. So one thing I forgot to mention is that when you build the commercial area for the tourists, you want to make sure that the commercial are built on, let's say, you're attracting medium wealth tourists, you want to make sure the commercial is also medium wealth quality, right? If you want high wealth tourists, you want to make sure that your commercial is high wealth. So the land value is pretty important. So that's just what I'm doing here, just to make the land value to medium wealth so that it can open up medium wealth commercial areas for hotels. So medium wealth hotels. So high wealth hotel require high wealth land value on it, so on and so forth. With just gambling houses and medium tours, I'm able to unlock level 2 on the gambling HQ. So with 2 unlocks, you want the gaming division first, and you also want the entertainment. The entertainment division is what allow you to build attraction for high wealth tourists and whatever. This is the only way to really attract the high wealth tourists into your city. Lodges, like I said, is not important. You want to just build commercials for it, not to build it on your hotels anyway, on your gambling casinos anyway. Now, I have finished unlocking the 2 most important for the gambling HQ. My plan is just convert this to push it into high wealth gambling to get enough money to finish unlocking the gambling HQ. This is highly not recommended by transition your entire city into high wealth in one go. because there's something called a transition period where you have to let your city to slowly attract more tourists. That's number one. Number two is you have to build the hotels, right, for the tourists to stay in your city, and that also take time. If you were to just build it all together in one go, what end up happening is you will go bankrupt because the upkeep for just the regular casino for these like high wealth casinos is really expensive. It's really expensive. So if you were to just build a city just to make money from casino, my recommendation is slowly transition to high wealth. You should definitely build some attraction for high wealth attraction, and then just try to plot down some hotels, commercial area that will transform into a hotel that is high wealth, and then slowly, once the hotel get built up, you can add more casinos. Otherwise, it's really tough. This I think this is where people go bankrupt the most. Is where they try to change wealth without giving enough time. You cannot rush tourism. Okay. Another thing is when you start losing money, some people want to add more casino. Again, that's not gonna work, right? Because you're not, attracting enough tourists, or that there's not enough room for the tourists to stay in the city. So, yeah, you have to later, maybe sometime later, I can make a video explaining how I will do a city where it's just solely based on tourism. I think that's the biggest issue with a lot of people. So here, I still want to do a little bit of medium wealth. Uh, so I'm gonna build because this stadium here, this pro stadium, attract both medium wealth and high wealth. So I want a one stadium for medium wealth to make more money, more compact. This is way more. The Slick Casino is way more compact compared to the gambling houses. So meaning less area for more tours, right? So that's what we're doing here. You know what? On second thought, since high wealth is so difficult to get to, just right away, I think I'll just stay at low wealth, medium wealth, right? So I'm gonna just build a bunch of casino that attracts medium wealth and solely for medium wealth, right? So more tourists for medium wealth, and hopefully that will fully unlock my gambling HQ profit per day. Yeah, let's get to work. So the Slick Casino only have game room, meaning that it only have gambling room. It doesn't really have attraction. So I'm gonna build this sci-fi theme park casino for the medium wealth attraction. I don't think the stadium itself has enough attractiveness for all these medium wealth tours. So I'm gonna build a bunch of these medium wealth attractions from my sci-fi casino. So here I'm gonna build an off-road like I said, and then just build a little attraction in the back. All the attraction doesn't really need power or water or anything, so you can just build it on the back here. It doesn't really matter. This is just to save more space, make the game more compact, right? So now the city will only attract a bunch of medium wealth tours, and it should be enough to push me into max gambling HQ. If it's not, we'll think of something else. So it seems like I don't have that much of good luck or whatever. I am attracting way more low wealth than I like there to be. Right now, I'm basically poisoned by all those low wealth tourists instead of medium wealth. If all of them are medium wealth, I'll be happy. It will definitely finish unlocking everything from a gambling HQ. So right now we are also still building up for all these medium valve commercial area for lodges. So they're still under construction. So maybe after they finish constructing and have way more hotels for medium wealth, the concentration of tours will be shifting towards medium wealth instead of low wealth. Seems like we are still having the trouble with, too much low wealth. We're not even making money. I'm thinking to build another set of attraction to attract more medium workers, medium tours into the city. So I'm thinking to build another maybe casino or sci-fi for it. Probably just casino and build a bunch of largest for medium wealth attraction. This should be sufficient. If it's not, I'll think of something else again. Well, we are finally getting there. We are towards the final stretch of the casino unlock. Oh, it's been a long day. So, now we are, we are just waiting for the casino to make enough money per day. We are losing money on the casino. They're supposed to attract tourists. I mean, that's their job. And by the end of the day, I think we definitely should have enough casino profit to fully unlock everything. So let's sit here and wait for the final stretch. And there we go. We have finished unlocked the gambling HQ. Now the city basically unlocked everything. Thank you all for watching. So on the next episode, we will try to build the city back up with everything unlocked, and hopefully we can start our specialization city in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. Bye.